I have to admit that the Canon EOS 550D is an amazing little camera. With 18 megapixels, just like the 7D, and the same metering system as the 7D, are people right to call it a baby 7D? Well, I'm one for free speech and all, so you can call it whatever you like. But would it be fair to compare what is considered an entry-level DSLR with something like the 7D? Well, let's find out. In terms of build quality, there's not much comparison really. It's kind of like comparing chalk and cheese, or rather plastic and magnesium alloy. Because it'd be silly to build a camera out of chalk, or cheese for that matter. Well, one of the benefits is that it makes the 550D a very light camera, at 480 grams body only. Compare that to 820 grams for the 7D. But it's never questionable whether the 550D could match the construction of the 7D. What we're interested to find out is inside the camera and the end result. So, apart from the 18 megapixels and the same metering system, what other features make it worthy of the label Baby 7D? The Canon 550D now has ISO 6400 capability as standard and extendable to 12,800, just like the 7D. The Canon 550D of course has an improved movie mode, which also betters the 7D in the fact that it has a 7 times crop mode. But how does the image quality compare between the two cameras? Now looking at these two images at 100% crop, it seems like the 550D has a slightly sharper image. The lens we used for the test was this lovely L lens here, a 24-70mm f2.8. I know. These comparison shots are not going to show much on YouTube, but it's better than seeing me explain it without any examples. Putting the apparent softness of the 7D aside, which could be dealt with some in-camera sharpening or slight post-processing, the limelight should not be taken off the fact that you can get as good an image from the 550D as you can the 7D. So back to the sharpness issue. But this test was a comparison of JPEGs straight from the camera. There has been a lot of talk on the forums about this supposed issue with the Canon 7D's soft images, and the general belief is that post-processing is key to getting the best out of the images with this camera, which kind of makes sense when you consider that 550D is aimed at a market which includes people who don't necessarily want to do any post-processing. In terms of still images and video mode, the 550D matches the 7D quite evenly, and some might say that it betters it in some respects. Although some might question why Canon decided to pack so much performance in this tiny little camera, I applaud Canon for doing so. The purchasing decision is not so much about which one has the better image quality now. It's more about what type of photographer you are and what your needs may be. So is it fair to call the 550D a baby 7D? Yeah, I suppose you could do. As we've mentioned already, the image quality is comparable, and the 550D is a very competent camera in itself. But it has to be noted that the daddy has got plenty of tricks up its sleeve. Check out our article, 550D versus 7D, which one is right for you, by logging on to